end game week. Thanks so much for joining us here on Maruti Suzuki Cricket Live. We are at the Wankhede, the home of Mumbai Indians, with KP and Haydos. And KP, who knows Rohit Sharma really well, and you know the situation right now for Mumbai Indians. What would Rohit be telling his team right now?
I basically think that for both teams, it's a case of win, 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 win.
Sunrisers find themselves in a good position because of a certain David Warner, who scored almost 700 runs before he left. He isn't here though, neither is Johnny Bairstow. So without that firepower, can they still get through this final phase?
Great question. MS Dhoni is about 14 out of the 6 games he's played. So they've got some challenging times ahead, but they do know their right to the final. And tonight could be when they put Mumbai Indians under pressure.
No one minds a challenge when it is end game week. We are taking in the atmosphere here as it is a must-win time for both these teams. Let's find out what's on the show. Kolkata Knight Riders and Kings out of it India. But for Mumbai Indians at home, it's actually the battle for the top 2. They want to ensure that they get there because right now it is Chennai Super Kings who are already back in top. They finished off their last home game of the season in style with who else but Mahi. Certainly emotional to see Mahi back in the den, that too coming back from illness. The atmosphere here at the Wankhede is building because Mumbai Indians know with 2 home games in this galaxy of stars, all the established names for Mumbai Indians are now coming to the party when it's most important. None more so than our phone-pay super player to watch out for, Hardik Pandya, batting and finishing games on a different level, KP. His grade of 192, it's not just about setting.
Because he's unorthodox. Again, a little bit like MS Dhoni.
And we could see possibly some celebrations when there's Pandya power later on in the Wankhede tonight. But speaking of celebrations, what are the challenges for them? Certainly are those two right there, Bumrah and Lasith Malinga, just going through the paces. Let's have a look at our Dream 11 pitch report because KP, let's have a look at these.
The runs, and if you don't get the runs, it doesn't matter what bowling attack you've got. So there's so many runs that they have to try and find. I mean, Warner 700, Bairstow 300. There's over 1,000 runs. Guptill's going to have to play so well tonight to get 1,000 runs.
Now the good news is Guptill and Williamson batting together average about 15 T20s. But can he step into David Warner's shoes, Haydos?
Very
That's
hard,
a tough
isn't
question,
it?
isn't it?
They are whopping. They're bigger than Father Chris, who plays 1,130
They're going to have to play so well.
Impossible.
It's like you guys. We can't replace you guys at all.
No, we can get replaced very quickly. We can just walk.
No, please stay. But I tell you what, stay because I want you to have a look at this as well. As things get serious here at the Wankhede, in and around the league, obviously there's so much going on as we near the business end, with a chance for Chennai Super Kings to say their super thanks to the chairpot. That and more in Star Trek. Danny, how I wish you'd come to us earlier because then you could have seen the faces of Haydos and KP when Rohit said, we're batting first.
I don't understand it. I just do not get it at all. He's talked about the fact that there might be a little bit of
I'm not sure I have a great deal of answers, but I think statistically at this venue it's been 2-3, I think, so it's not big total. It could be shut the gate. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, it would be, like you said, a great opportunity for Martin Guptill, who just come into the side along with Basil Thampi, the 2 changes for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Rohit Sharma doing things a little differently today. I know many of you have questions about that. What about a few more questions? Rohit Sharma now answers some of the internet's most searched questions. Stick with me. It's down to the total you want to set on the board.
Yep.
You want to go out there and do something special. This wicket can allow you that, which means cue Hardik Pandya and the fireworks.
Yeah, well, we saw that the other night, didn't we, up at Eden Garden?
The question, the drums started going, as they always do when KP is over here. We asked Haydos the question, what would you do against Hardik Pandya? How would you look to bowl against him to stop the man? Thanks so much for that, Scotty. Now it comes down to the starts as well, not just the finishes. Rohit Sharma with Quinton de Kock, they've been getting the starts, but just 150 in this season for the hitman. That's not up to his usual standards.
No, not quite, but sometimes it's too hard. Get a little further away from where you need to be at.
And KP, you know Rohit so well. He knows that when he steps out there, the MRF key battle will be against his India teammate Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. So he has to look to get through those overs as well.
Yeah, so Bhuvi's a quality bowler. Bhuvi also started really slowly into this Vivo IPL. Rohit Sharma acknowledges and has to understand that going into the World Cup, also, so this is the last week of IPL, they're going to get through, they're going to go to hopefully 1 or 2 or 3, they're going to get to the finals, they're going to go to Chennai, Vizag, somewhere around there, they're going to go play a bit of cricket, but it's very important for Rohit Sharma right now to start gain confidence leading into the World Cup.
I love the way you say enjoy the contest, because these guys always enjoy the contest, whether they're here on the field or in our studio, so much so that the competitiveness just comes out even when they are in our office. Take a look. Well done for that, guys. I tell you what, KP standing beside me is really special because he plays gully cricket. He doesn't play office cricket. He only plays gully cricket for us. But KP, since you're so cool, have a look at this. Our bolters, cool facts. Let's get straight into our thumbs-up charge performance of the day. Quinton de Kock, all the wickets falling around him, lost momentum.
I thought the Sunrisers bowled beautifully. I thought that they bowled really, really well.
Earlier in our show, we showed you our game plan as well. That how do you stop Hardik Pandya this time around? Bhuvi, short ball, bounce, and it's worked this time around.
Yes, it worked this time around.
Swiggy fastest delivery of the day because he's been impressed with his spell. But speaking about Rohit Sharma and the starts that he has gotten to the playoffs, Sunrisers would be comfortable with the fact that they do have the net run rate. But get who's watching this match, and that is most definitely KKR and Kings 11, and they are going to be in action as well.
Maruti Suzuki Cricket Live.
That's tomorrow. What about today? Martin Guptill is in for David Warner. Are Sunrisers chasing this down, KP?
You know what, if I was...
Straight into it now, because these two gentlemen just came. I was here towards the end, so I watched the whole super over by the boundary. Let's get into our Maruti Suzuki top moves. First and foremost, we'll talk about Mumbai's perspective as well. Just finishing off a 9 to get.
Yeah.
Who are you going to send? Pollard and Pandya.
Yeah, they had to play, didn't they? Well, Hardik Pandya had to place the first ball, and he delivered first ball again.
Yeah.
He just closed it out right there, and then he closed it out. But Jasprit Bumrah, let's not forget what he did to only allow them to chase 9 runs. I mean, he is just the master at
Seriously, it was like a ball-by-ball kind of occasion. Even Krunal Pandya's run out, for example, in that last bit, that may have actually...
I want to say something before Haydos gets it in there.
Here we go.
Mumbai Indians chased and won this evening.
I got hammered by Big Bish as well, who said I was a nasty character. He's the nasty one.
It's okay. Haydos, we all live for another day. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But of course we do. Look, listen, you said it, Bumrah. It wasn't just Bumrah in the super over, the refinement, the perfection, the skill that he has. It was the first time for him also actually picking up a wicket in the power play when it was most required. So that has been Jasprit Bumrah's day today.
Look, and you're worried about and you're concerned about. I know he's put Halgard, Harmison, Flintoff, Ashley Giles, Smash Me Miles. I mean, a great crew that kept knocking Haydos over. But
you are right, KP. Honestly, I think
those bowlers.
Yeah, I think you've got to look at those players that you do fear.
Yeah.
And then you get... And you got your team into the playoffs. That's what you wanted to do with yet another game left in hand. I'm going to give this recording to KP because he's heard it twice now within literally 30 seconds. You're right, KP. You're right. On that note, we'll cross over that side. It's presentation time.
From the 2 guys up top.
Yeah.
Backing yourself. Maybe his preparation's been slightly different as well. But those 2 factors alone.
And well, I mean, you don't know, Sunrisers are still not out of it, so that sort of form could count for something. The reason we're all here at this time is because of you, Manish. Our Oppo moment of the day, 7.
I mean, I think that's his 3rd 50 in 4 innings. And he's now developing into that player. And I think when they drop you, it's a case of go back, go and sort your game out. We know you can play, slap on the wrist, come back properly.
Yeah. He's led his state team also to the T20 title, domestic title this year, so he has that sort of confidence. Haydos, I apologize, we're going to do because his knock, I mean, once again, another 50 for him.
Yeah. The most important thing is to be able to see what it is that you want to try and achieve in the game. And when you get a bit further away from it and you feel like you're not contributing, little slap around the choppers and all of a sudden you're back in business again, because Quinton de Kock is really...
Isn't it? All right, so Sunrisers still not out of it. 1 spot remains. Will it come down to the 2 Jamaicans going head to head? That is the matchup that we want to see.
Their issues last week with Andre Russell. However, I think that they've got enough power to overcome the Kings 11 tomorrow.
Hey, Dos.
That's a very long prediction. I've got to disagree.
No,
What'd you say?
Calcutta.
Kings 11.
I'm
This
losing.
man here, what about him? He's sledging the Mumbai Indians captain. So, mate, why'd you end up winning the toss? And...
Why were you betting?
Is it that time of the night now?
Oh, we got to go.
It is that
We
time
have
of the
to go.
night
It is
now.
25 to 1 in the morning.
There I
there it is.
lost control of this show, as I clearly have. It means it's time for me to go. See ya. See you tomorrow. You guys can stay. I'm
See you
done.
guys.